All Quiet on the Western Front's central characters are protagonist Paul Bäumer, members of his platoon, and problematic authority figures. Paul Bäumer is 19 years old and the narrator of the novel, telling of his experiences in World War I in the present tense. He enlisted in the German army right out of high school after being told it was the patriotic thing to do. As he witnesses the atrocities and inhumanity of the war, he grows increasingly alienated and detached from his own emotions in order to survive. He can't comprehend a future for himself or his comrades, even if they survive the war. At the same time, he cares deeply for his friends and feels bonded to them throughout all they've endured together. Stannis Louse Kat Kaczynski, 40 years old, is one of Paul's closest friends, as well as a mentor figure, because he's older than Paul and his friends. He's clever and resourceful, a cobbler who's able to cobble together food and supplies when the soldiers need them most. He and Paul bond closely, and Paul takes his death the hardest. Albert Kropp is the character most interested in debating and analyzing the causes of the war and its repercussions. He's wounded in battle and his leg is amputated, causing him to grow increasingly withdrawn and bitter, and even suicidal. Friedrich Müller is the most pragmatic of Paul's fellow soldiers. For example, he's the first to claim fellow soldier Kemmerich boots as Kemmerich lay dying. He often wonders what he and his comrades will do after the war ends. After Müller's death, Paul inherits the boots. Chadden is constantly hungry and obsessed with food and resources throughout the novel. He was tormented by Corporal Himmel Stas during boot camp training because he had a bedwetting accident and thus harbors a deep grudge against him. Corporal Himmel Stas is first encountered by the soldiers during their training, where he makes their lives miserable by tormenting them. Previously a postman in civilian life with little authority, he takes advantage of his power during war, abusing it at every turn. However, after he experiences the brutality of front lines, he feels badly and attempts to befriend the soldiers. Paul later believes Himmel Stas's harsh treatment of the men sufficiently toughened them up for battle. Kantorek is a teacher enamored with the chivalrous, duty-bound jingoism of war, who inspires his students to enlist in the war as their patriotic duty. After fighting in the war, Paul and his friends see how little Kantorek really knew about actual combat because his knowledge of war was so abstract. Far from a mentor, he set the wheels in motion to destroy the young men's lives.